Hey guys, welcome, and as I already told you when I unboxed these and tested them separately, now there is a little bit of a comparison here with my opinion to all three little tripods that I bought, since mine, which was really cheap for €1, just broke off here on top, so it's not fixable, or it would be fixable with a little bit of glue, but it's of course not as strong as buying a new one and buying a really good one. And there's two companies I took a look at, which is Calman and Manfrotto, I think, and those names are known around the world, and Calman was the one that is winning for me. Manfrotto here with the Pixie didn't do a that great job, but let's just start off with that then and tell you guys why you should or should not buy this. And then we have here the Piccolino and the Copter Mobile or Magneset Copter mobile version here from Calman. So we have here the Manfrotto Pixie, available for about 20 to 25 bucks right now here in Germany. Sometimes it's of course a little bit more or less depending on Amazon and other sites. And then you can see here that we have a really nice tripod solution where you can separately adjust each leg here. Also quite nice. You can also put it on a table like this, but there is a maximum of 1 kilogram, which is about 2.2 pounds that you could put on top here with a Lensa camera. So that's of course a drawback, but none of these support actually more than 1 kilogram, so that's totally fine. So this is how it would look like. We have three little screws here on bottom. I don't know exactly what they are for, but let's go here to the head, since it's of course quite perfect to hold it like this to shoot movies, for example, or just to shoot pictures like that. I think I like the design, but with the Magneset Copter it's the same, and it actually feels maybe even a little bit lighter. So we have a beautiful metal design actually, which doesn't feel like metal. There's a rubber thing here on coating on the whole device, which makes it quite cool. And then we have here the top part where you can put the camera of course here on top. You can't twist it here off or anything like that. That's a little bit sad, but you can just put your camera on top and then you have to press this button to move it around. So now we are on the major drawback, which is why I should or will bring this actually back to the store. The button looks quite beautiful and strange. I hope it won't break off at all actually, since it looks like it's plastic, but it's really hard to press in. You cannot press it in like this or like this, but you really need a lot of strength to press it in with one finger like that. And then it doesn't feel that great to just move this here on top. It's really still hard to move. Oof. And I'm still pressing the button though, so it's really hard to move the top part here, and it's no fun actually to adjust the camera, which is not, I think, how my work should be, not fun. So I will definitely not use this, except for if you are somebody who just needs one position, then it's fine, and you can't even shoot, not landscape, but portrait pictures, since it moves in all directions, but you can only tilt it to a certain way. There is no hole here on the whole device around where you can just put it that way that you have your camera standing up like this, as you can imagine, and the other two actually support that, as you will see in a second. But it's smaller than the Magneset Copter, but only by a few centimeters. So, if I'm already talking so much about this, so what's so great about this? We have the mobile version here, which means that we have the CX130 also on top. It costs the same as the Manfrotto, so 25 bucks to 24 I think when you only buy the bottom part, and 25 with the top mobile part. So that's why I took it, since putting a smartphone on here is also possible. I already showed you guys that in a video. I can really quickly demonstrate also with the Samsung Galaxy S4. So maximum of 5-inch devices, or actually even 5.2 inch with the LG G2 it's also possible, is what you can put up on top here. Even with the case, as you can see, this is quite a handy little gadget. But let me actually just take this off here, since you can buy this also for 25 bucks like this, or even just the bottom part. So the CB 2.7 is also just a little gimmick. As you can see, now this would cost you about 15, and you can still put your camera up on top here. This is really quite strong, but one thing that's not great is that you can just move here the bottom legs like this, they will flap around like that. That's not ideal, but I think there is here the little screw up on the bottom where you can just make this a little bit stronger. So if I put up on the top the CB 2.7, there is of course different numbers and different sizes here available. And the cool thing is that once you put it up on top here, it's unlimitedly twistable, as you can see here, but only because I haven't closed up here the part, so I can just really twist this in. And as you will see, now I can't move it anymore around here, but also the top part is now really quite strong. So opening this up will give you the possibility to adjust the bottom part, the top part here and the bottom part here. So that's quite cool, and it feels really great. Not like on the Manfrotto Pixie. Here the Calman is really amazing to play around with, and you can't only put a regular camera up on top, but also a cold shoe, since you can just twist the top part here off. And on the other side, if you just turn it around like that, you can just put now a cold shoe, with a cold shoe, for example, a microphone or a light or anything that would need a shoe here up on top. So for 25 bucks, this is the way to go. But if it's too heavy with 312 grams, that's I think about half a pound, 0.7 pounds or something like that, you can still buy something small like the Calman Piccolino. Now the Piccolino, as you can see, really small, 70 grams. I don't even know how many pounds, maybe 0.1 pound. You can see that we have retractable legs, like this, which means that you can put it up on the same height as the Calman, for example, or almost the same height. And you have also this nice little top part where you can just twist this open and move around the head the way you want, but it's more plasticky, it feels cheaper. Of course, it's only 10 bucks here in Germany, 10 euros actually to be exact. So this feels of course cheaper, it's a lot of plastic, but you can just really do also here the portrait mode, closes up again, and then you have your nice little big camera right on top here. And if you need your camera really quickly and you don't want to screw around here a lot, then you can just twist the part here and take out here the part where the camera is connected, put it back in again and closes up also. And there you go, for 10 bucks. Also quite cool, but it, again, as I said, feels a little bit cheap for 10 bucks. I think this design is also available from China. A little bit cheaper, the other one's not really, but I think this is the standard design that Calman just bought. So these were the 3 little extras or tripods that I just bought. You will definitely know which one I will keep. That's the one on the left. Till next time, please and then again, I hope you like my little comparison. My name is Balázs Gál, and don't forget to subscribe to Neville TV.